Shri Gurave Namah. Vandeham Shri Guruvaram Chirupanuga Pravaram Brajarasa Rasikam Cha Narayanam Tam Prapanam. Shri Guru Charanam Bande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Rupanuga-bhakti-ram Kripa Murti Narayanam. Namashastam Manumapi Sachiputram Atra Swarupam Rupam Tasya Grajanurupuri Maturim Gostavatim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhavasyam Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Natosmi. Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tararaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tara Bhaktaya Namo Namah. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Anarpita Charinchirat Karune Vartina Kalau Samatpaditum Unato Chvalarasam Savaktushyam Hari Purata Sundari Tikadam Sanipita Sada Hridaya Kandares Puratu Basa Chinandanaha Shiradaya Pranaya Mahima Kirisovanaya Swatyo Jenat Bhuta Madhurima Kirisovanaya Sukhyam Chasyamat Anuvavatat Kirisivatilovat That Papadya Samajani Sachigarva Sindhu Harindu Panchakalpa Taruvyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyevacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namo. First of all, I would like to offer my humble obeisance millions of times to the lotus feet of my divine spiritual master Nitya Lila Pravistombi Supat Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Shata Shrima Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Guru Maharaj. And I pray for his causeless mercy. And also I would like to offer my unlimited Danda Pranams to all the Rupanuga Guru Varga, and I pray for their mercy. And also to all the devotees here present, I offer my Danda Pranams. Oh, am I on speaker? Okay. So today is a very auspicious day. It's Gaura Purnima. And I would like to speak about the reasons why Mahaprabhu came to this world, which Gurudev so many times he made this katha very clear to us. So they are actually primary reasons and secondary reasons. The first primary reason is Prem Ras Niryas. He came to taste that prema. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it says Prem Ras Niryas, the two reasons why he came. Prem Ras Niryas Karite Azadam Raga Marga Bhakti Loke Karite Pracharan. Rasik Shekar Krishna Parama Karuna Edu Hetu Hata Ichira Udgama. So he comes, the first reason is because he comes to taste Prem Ras. This is his first main reason. He wants to taste that Prem Ras. And there's the first A and the first B. So the first B is that Advaitacharya. He was worshipping. So he wanted Vishnu to descend to this world, Krishna. So he worshipped his saligram with tulsi and with water from Ganges. And then at that place, he was able to make by his call. His call was so strong, it pierced the coverings of Vaikuntha, and it actually made Mahaprabhu descend. So these are the primary A and B. And then the secondary is that Raga Marga Bhakti Loke, he comes to give. Raga Marga Bhakti Loke Karita Prachara, he comes to preach. He comes to preach Raganuga Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti is really the main reason why he descends to this world. Because he wants to teach Raga Marg, the path of spontaneous service in the heart. And the secondary AB is that he came to establish Yuga Dharma. So now I'm going to develop a little bit those points. First, I'll start with the external reasons. I'll start with the confidential, with the internal reasons for his descent. So the first one is Shiradaya Praneya Mahimaki Dishovaneva Swat Shiradaya Praneya Mahimaki Dishovaneva Bhuta Madhurima Kidishovaneva Sokyam Chasyamata Nuvavatat Kidishiviti Lovatat Babadya Samajani Sachigarva Sindhu Harini. These are the three internal confidential reasons why he descended to this world. The first one is Shiradaya Praneya Mahima. He wants to taste, the first reason, he wants to taste what is this Praneya, the Mahima, the greatness of Srimati Radhika's Pranaya, love. And there's different levels of love, Prem, Sneha, Man, Praneya, Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav. But Praneya, Gurudev described, is that level in which when Radha and Krishna are together, there is no shyness. It's like if a person, it's like a shadow. There's no shyness because Krishna thinks, oh, I'm Radha. Oh, no, I'm Krishna. Am I Radha? Oh, no, I'm Krishna. And Radhika thinks, am I Radha? Oh, no, I'm Krishna. Am I Krishna? No, I'm Radha. They lose their identity and become one. I was thinking maybe that is why the Mayavadis, they have that desire to become one with God, because it is already in our heart how Radha and Krishna, they become one in Pranaya. So this is one level of Prem, which is very beautiful. Gurudev said there's no shyness there. It's like if you're in a bathroom alone and look in the mirror, you feel no shyness. And so in this way, Krishna, he is seeing Purna Anandamaya Amichirmaya Purna Tatta Radhikada Prema Natural Vata. That he says, Purna Ananda, my body is made of Ananda, pure ecstasies. Purna Anandamaya Ami Chinmaya Purna Tatta. I'm supreme spiritual truth. My body is made of pure spiritual substance, but Radhika's prem completely drives me mad. Radhikada prema guru ami shishanata sad amananita nachara upatam. I don't know if I said it right. So it's Krishna says Radhika is my guru of prem, and I'm just a dancing pupil. I'm like his shisha. I'm his disciple, and her love makes me dance behind. So in this way, Krishna is seeing that Radhika's love is so high. Radhika has no desire for herself to have any happiness. She's made of only giving pleasure to Krishna. But how is it then that she experiences 10 million times more happiness than him? So he cannot understand what is this prema that Radhika has. What is this prema that, for example, when for example, Radhika's love is full, is complete. There's no room for expansion. It cannot expand further. But anyhow, it always continues expanding more and more and more. So Rupa Goswami has described a very beautiful verse about Radhika's anurag, love, which says, Vidurapi karanam sada vividim gururapi gauravacharana muhurupa chito bhakti mato shudo jayate murodvishi radhika anuragaha. All glories to the anurag, the love of Srimati Radhika. This love that, although it's vidurapi karanam sada, although it's completely full, there's no room for expansion. It continues to expand more and more and more and more. Although it's muhur upa, although it's completely, her love, her anurag is so famous, is so famous, it's devoid of all pride. And although it's Muhur, although it's Shuddha, completely pure and spotless, it is beset with Bakri, crookedness. So all glories, Jayati Muradrishi Radhika Anuraga, to the Anurag, the love of Srimati Radhika that she has. So Krishna is always trying to taste. What is that love that she goes mad? When she sees Krishna, she goes mad. So he tries to taste that love. He tries, but he cannot. She experiences 10 million times more happiness. So the pranaya mahima, the greatness of Radhika's love. What is this? And he tries to taste, but he cannot, because Krishna, he is his body is made of Satchitananda. He is entitled to, he's a taster of prema, of ras. But Radhika, she is the embodiment, the recipient of prema. So no matter how much he tries to taste, he always fails, because he can taste as much as he's entitled, but she is the recipient of prema. Her body is not made of Satchitananda. Her body is made of Madanakya Mahabhav, which is the highest level of prem. So for this reason, this is the first reason why he runs and runs and tries to taste this prema, but he always fails. So his desire is burning in his heart. This is the first reason why he actually descends to this world. He says, I will take Radhika's Kanti, Radhika's effulgence, and also internally Radhika's bhav, because he wants to taste this prema of Srimati Radhika. Then the second reason is Shira Swadhyojana Adbhuta Madhurima Kirishovane. What is that? Adbhuta Madhurima, the sweetness, the wonderful, astonishing sweetness that is in Krishna. Krishna is very beautiful, and he is so beautiful. He looks at himself in the mirror and he thinks, oh, I'm so beautiful. Yes, I'm the most beautiful of all. But when the gopis see him through the eyes of prema of the gopis, they completely go mad. For example, in Gopi Git, what is that verse? It says, Atatite atatiya bhavamatni karanam trutijugayate twam apashatam kutila kuntalam shrimukam chate jada udikshatam pakshakitisam. In Gopi Git, when the Krishna sees himself, he thinks, oh, I'm so beautiful. Yes, I'm the most beautiful of all. But through the eyes of the gopis, when they see Krishna, they completely go mad. And all day they are waiting for Krishna. He goes to the forest and they're waiting, going mad. And finally, when he comes back, they are so much with their eyes, they want to embrace him and all, that they curse the creator, Brahma. They says, you fool, you don't know the art of creation? You have only given us 2 eyes, not 1,000 eyes, and you have given us eyelashes that interrupt our vision to Krishna. You stupid creator, you don't know the art of creation. That's your Brahma. So this kind of mood, Krishna is saying, what is it in me that makes the gopis completely mad? When he sees, Krishna is the sweetness personified, the beauty personified. There's no room for expansion. It's full. He's the embodiment of sweetness. Madhuradipate akilam madhuram. He's the embodiment of sweetness. But when he sees his sweetness reflected in the mirror of Radhika's love, prema, there's like a competition and there's no defeat. So he says, I would like to know what it is. What is that sweetness that is in me that is so wonderful, that drives all the gopis mad. For example, Chalasya prayaj charanam pashum nanila sundaram natate padam shiratinan kurai sidatitina kalilatamanam kantagachati dina parikshaye nila kuntalair bananuharanam vivratavitam tanarachasalam tarashayam mur manasinasuram virajasi. When Krishna is coming, after they're waiting all day to meet Krishna, then finally he is back from the forest. So then he's covered with dust, his whole body with curls, so beautiful, so beautiful. And the gopis, they fear that because his feet are so soft, like lotus, very soft, they're so afraid that they were going to get pierced by the little stones, by the blades of grass, by the bushes, by the grains. So they start fighting in their mind. They become distressed and become so disturbed. And then they take Jate sujata charanam muruam staneshu bhita shane priyadadi mai karkasheshu tena tavi satasiyapya patena kim svit kurpadi viprapatitir babat ajusyam shat. Then they take Krishna's lotus feet and they put it upon their breasts. So Krishna says, what is it? What is this prem? What is this prema? This is Gopi Geet describing. Gurudev says the Gopi Geet is the heart of the Srimad Bhagavata, this 5 rasas, this 5 chapters describing Rasalila. So this is the second reason why Krishna comes. He's like, Gurudev describes that he's like a doll. Like if you have a doll made of sugar, it is all sweet. Every single atom of the doll is sugar, but he cannot taste his own. He cannot taste his own sugar. So this is Krishna. Krishna is his Madhuradipate Akilam Madhuram. He is the original Lord of sweetness. He's the original sweetness. So this is why he says, what is that sweetness and that's beauty in me? I cannot taste it. Only if I come through Srimati Radhika. Who is the one that has the highest love for me? Srimati Radhika. Because she experiences 10 million times more happiness than him. So this is the second reason, confidential, internal reason why Mahaprabhu descended, Krishna descended in this world as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the third reason is that, sorry, I didn't sleep very much last night. We celebrated Gaur Purnima. 2 days I will celebrate. I was going to cancel this class, but Gurudev, he awoke me very early. So the third reason is that, Sokyam chasyat mad anubhavata kidashi lovat. This verse is very beautiful actually, but it says that the third reason, Sokyam, what is the happiness? What is the happiness that the gopis feel, that the gopis experience when they are tasting Krishna's love? So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he described, he hesitates to talk about these topics, but he says, if I don't speak them, then they will be lost. For those who don't understand, it's good, very good for me. For those who are like crows and who are like camels, they have no taste for this good. But for those who are like cuckoo birds that like to take the very soft sprouted mango sprout, for them, for those type of devotees I'm speaking. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes that there is something called Rudabhav, this mood of, this prema, which is celebrated with the word of calm. There's a very big difference between the love in this world. In this world, it's called lust. It's the desire to gratify my senses, myself. This is called lust. But the desire to give pleasure to God, to Krishna, this is called prema. So there's not even a little trace of desire in the hearts of the gopis to enjoy that. They have no desire at all. So their only desire is that I want to please Krishna. So there's nothing for them that they want for themselves. They only want the pleasure of Krishna. So when Krishna sees the gopis see Krishna, and Krishna is very beautiful, and when Krishna sees how beautiful the gopis are, so then his happiness increases. So when the gopi sees that the Krishna has increased in happiness, in beauty, then they become more happy, and then they increase in beauty. Their beauty becomes fuller, and their happiness becomes fuller. So then when Krishna sees, oh, they're more beautiful, then his beauty and his happiness increases. So in this way, it's a competition of prema. It's a competition. Oh, she's so beautiful. So then he becomes happy, but then she becomes happy that he is happy. So she becomes more beautiful and more joyful. And this competition of prem, this happiness, sokyam, that they're feeling has no end. And this competition of prem, this is the reason why Krishna wants to descend. He wants to taste what is that happiness. And it has no end, no end. It's always competing. But the gopis have no desire at all for any sense. They decorate and make themselves very beautiful every day, but only because they say this body is the body of Krishna. This is not my body. This is for Krishna to enjoy. So I will decorate and make myself very beautiful only for Krishna. So in this way, they have no selfish desires, but their happiness increases 10 million times more than Krishna's happiness. So he says, how is this possible? How is this possible? What is this prema so high of the gopis? 5,000, 10 million times more than my happiness. Sokyam. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, but there's a little contradiction here. Because if the gopis have no desire themselves to have any type of happiness, how is it that they enjoy 10 million times more? So then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, for this, there's only one conclusion. This verse of Gopiki, Jate sujata charanam buruham staneshu bhita shane priyadadi mai karkasheshu tena tavisatasya vyapatena kimsvit kurpa devi pravatitir bhavat ajusyam, that I said previously, that when Krishna is coming from the forest, they become so upset that his lotus feet are so soft that will get hurt, that they take Krishna's feet and put them upon their breast. So then they worry about him. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that the conclusion for this so seemingly contradiction, the why do the gopis enjoy 10 million times more? So then the conclusion is that the happiness of the gopis is based on the happiness of Krishna. So when they see Krishna so happy, then their happiness increases 10 million times, because they are happy when they see that Krishna is happy. So this is the three in essence, because there's not so much time. Gurudev once asked me to speak this, get up and speak in one Kartik. They were not speaking it right, so he asked me, so for this reason I wanted to speak this today. The confidential reasons why Mahaprabhu descended to this world. So these are the three. Now I will speak about the external reasons. The external reasons are, Mahaprabhu says, well, there's the very important verse. Anarpita charin chirat karne vartina kalo samaj pajutum unato chvalarasam sabaktushim hari purata sundari ruti kadamba sandivita sadagridayo kandares puratu bhasa chinanara. Very, very, very important verse. This is the verse that Gurudev wore to go and preach in West when people were doing 30 years Vaidhi Bhakti and they were not understanding the real goal of life. the real goal, which is Ragamar. What did Mahaprabhu come to give? So in this verse, it is very important because it is said, first of all, Krishna, he's thinking the whole world, Aishwarya Ganata Sava Jagat Mishita, Aishwarya Priti Nahi Mora Prita. The whole world is worshipping me with the mood of Aishwarya. Aishwarya means that Krishna is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. He is the Supreme Lord. Oh, he's the great master and I'm the subordinate servant. He says the whole world is worshipping me like this. Aishwarya Gyanete Sava Jagat Mishita, Aishwarya Siti. But this prema mixed with Aishwarya, with the mood of you're great and I'm your subordinate, Nahi Mora Prita. Krishna is saying, I'm not attracted by this. And also, Sakala Jagata More Kare Vidhi Bhakti Brajva Paiti Nahi Shakti, which says, Sakala Jagata More Kare Vidhi Bhakti. The whole world is worshipping with the mode of Vidhi Bhakti. This is Krishna saying, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Vidhi Bhakti means the mode of like this type of worship with awe and reverence and ding bells and all this like, oh, I cannot make an offense and all this kind of mood. He says, but Vidhi Bhakti Braj Bhav Paiti Nahi Shakti. There's no Shakti, there's no power ever to enter into Braj Bhav. Braj Bhav, the mood, the sentiments of a Brajavasi. You can never attain this if you worship with this mood of awe and reverence. And Krishna is saying, the whole world. So he says, if you worship by this type of Vaidhi Bhakti, then you will attain the 4 types of liberation and become Sarupya, Salokya. You'll go to Vaikuntha. You'll attain the planets of Vaikuntha. And you will have the same body like Narayan, 4 arms, or you'll attain the same planet as Narayan, or other 2, I don't remember exactly that. And the 5th is rejected by devotees, Sajodya, which is becoming one with God. So in this way, Mahaprabhu, Krishna is thinking the whole world is worshipping with this Aishwarya. And I don't like this. For 28 different Chatur Yugas, the Satya Yuga, Tetra Yuga, Dwarpa Yuga, Kali Yuga, 71 is one Manu. So there are 28 different Kali Yugas. And Krishna says, this world without Braj Prem is useless. Because only those who are from Vaikuntha, all the avatars come from Vaikuntha, so they can only give Vaikuntha Prem. Which Prem? This Prem, which is with awe and reverence, and you will never sit in the same seat of Krishna. You will never sleep in the same bed or eat from the same plate. There's so much reverence, so much respect and formality. So this is Vaikuntha. And all the avatars are descending from Vaikuntha, so they cannot give. They only give Vaikuntha Prem. So Krishna is saying, I want to show a relationship that is like a cowboy, like an intimate friend. They're thinking, I'm stronger than you, or we are equals, or like the gopis. Krishna says, when the gopis yell at me and insult me, get out of here, lampat, cheater. This abuse, which is full of prem, this steals my mind from the Brahmins chanting Vedic hymns. It steals my mind. This controls me. So I want that this world would see. This is why Nimai exhibited all these pastimes like child stealing the offerings of the girls in the Ganges, or doing this with the Brahmins going underneath the water and taking their feet when they're meditating in the impersonal Brahmin all day, all impersonal person. But he took the feet so that they will think of him, Nimai. He did all these pastimes to show, like an ordinary boy, like an ordinary person, that we can have a relationship like that with God. This is why Krishna came to this world as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to show that we can have an intimate relationship as a very intimate friend, as Vatsalya-ras, like Krishna's my son, like Jashoda Ma, that she pulls his ear and with a stick, I'm going to beat you, and he's crying. Rudantar muhur netra jukvam rijantan karamboja jukmena satanka netra muhushasakam patrirekanta kantaschitaigrevadamo daram bhaktivadam. How Krishna with his two little hands crying, and Jashodama Satanka Netra, he's with terrified eyes, don't beat me, and the mother with a stick, gonna beat him, no Maya. This ras, this mood of Vatsalya Prem, Vatsalya Rati, this relationships with God, of intimacy, without any Aishwarya at all. This is why Mahaprabhu came, to show this type of relation, and especially now, the gopis. Now we'll get to this point. Anarpita charin chirat karune vachna kalo samarparitu munato jvala rasa svabhaktishyam. This very beautiful verse. Unato jvala bhakti svabhakti unato jvala rasa svabhaktishyam hari purata sundari ruti kadamba sanipita sadahridayo kandares purato basachinandana. It says that sadahridayo kandares purato. This very beautiful verse Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he uses in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Everybody thinks that this is Mangalacharan. This is the auspicious invocation of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And most people think that this is actually Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, but it's actually written by Rupa Goswami, because he wants to give pranams to Mahaprabhu and also to his Shiksha Guru, which is Rupa Goswami. So there he says that the beautiful, just like the moon rises in the ocean, so the beautiful Gauda Chandra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, rose from the ocean, from the womb of Jashoda Ma, Shachima. He rose from there. So it's not that he, like the moon, we see it rising, but it's not like the moon is coming. The moon is always there. So Mahaprabhu, he's always eternally living in Nityadam. But he descended, he appeared in this world as the son of Sachima. So, this is another verse, sorry. It was a previous one, Shiradaya Pranaya. But here it says, Anarpita charin chirat karanavatina samarpaditu munato jvala rasam hari purata sundari rutika nambasan sadahri dayo kantares purat. May he manifest. Shri Rupa Goswami is giving pranam, saying, may the son of Sachima, may he manifest in the innermost caves of our heart. So there's a very beautiful deep meaning, kandare, the innermost caves. So then it says Hari Purata. The description is that in the caves usually, who live there are the elephants. Elephants are the black, like for example, all our anarthas, all our faults, all our sins, everything is within the caves of our heart. So he's praying, may Sri Sachinandana, the son of Sachima, appear. And he doesn't ask for himself in the caves of my heart, but in the caves of everybody's heart. And it says Hari, that he's very golden. Mahaprabhu is very golden, but he's also Hari, like a lion. So when he roars, Chaitanya Simhera Navadvipa Avatar, Simhavira Simhera Hunkar, that Mahaprabhu is like a lion. He has his hair like this, and his very small waist, very, very power, like chest. And he is Simhera Hunkar. He roars like a lion. Haribol, Haribol. And then all the sins and all the impurities, all the bad things, inauspicious things, disappear. So he says, may that lion, Mahaprabhu like a lion, appear in the cave of my heart where those dark elephants of all my impurities live, so they all go out. So this is the invocation of Rupa Goswami, of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So it says, Anarpita Charinchirat, he has not descended, Mahaprabhu, Krishna, Anarpita Charinchirat Karneva Tinakalo, by his causeless mercy in Kali Yuga, he descended into this world. Samarparitum, he came to give that Unata Ujvala Rasam, Shua Bhaktishyam. So Unata is the most elevated, and Unata Ujvala is the most radiant, very radiant, shining, effulgent. Rasa, this mellow, is Srimati Radhika herself. When Srimati Radhika is with Krishna, serving intimately, this is Unata Ujvala Rasam. Shua Bhakti, his own Bhakti. So this is what was not given for millions of years. It was always given the Vaikuntha Prem. Very formal, very boring in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha, no dancing. There's no joking. They never can put it like the cowboys that they climb on Krishna's back and never eat from the same plate. Like when Krishna is eating in Bhogan's Thali in Braja, many circles they're eating from his plate, and Madhumangal takes a mango. This is right? No, not so much. Then another, no. This one, take. Oh, and then he says, this is the sweetest, Madhumangal, and he gives to Krishna. Krishna, so tasteful. Why? Because it's the prema of his devotees. But here, no, you're gonna try the food. No, you're gonna spill the flour. No. This mood. So Krishna says, no. This type of mood I want to give to this world. Otherwise, without Braj, prema, this world is useless. So this is why Mahaprabhu came. He came to give this type of relationship from Vrindavan, Braja, which only him, Krishna, beyond the Vaikuntha planets and all the avatars that descend every yuga from Vaikuntha, they give Vaikuntha Prem. But beyond that is Braja, Vrindavan. And that Ras, that Prem Ras, the Braja Ras, that only, because Krishna has only one occupation. He's the supreme enjoyer. He is Rasik Shekar. He's relishing all rasas. But because he's...
You have to finish. You have like 30 more seconds.
Oh, I couldn't even talk the point.
See the signs I was holding up.
Where's the sign? I don't see anybody. Wait. I don't even know how to... I'm so sorry. I don't know how this works. Where do I...
You could just finish and then we'll finish.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see any sign. I don't know where to go to the...
Don't worry. Just continue and finish. It doesn't matter.
Okay, can I have 2 minutes?
I already gave you 5 minutes extra.
Oh,
so
I'm so sorry.
you have 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute, okay?
Okay, let me, okay. So then, actually the most important thing about all this, and without even speaking, I guess it's kind of useless, this whole explanation, which is Unata Jvala Rasam, which this is actually what Mahaprabhu came to give. He came to give the service of Radha Krishna conjugal love in as a manjari, as a gopi. This is Unata Jvala Rasam Sua Bhakti, his own Bhakti. Shriyam. Shriyam means treasure. Gurudev used to explain, but that treasure means Shri is Rupa Manjari. And actually, this is what Mahaprabhu came to give, this gopi mood, this gopi bhav, this manjari bhav, this service in the Rasa Leela, actually. Really, Mahaprabhu, what he really came to give is Rasa Leela. And through the Kirtan movement, and unless we can develop that, unless Guru, we have served day and night, Guru, giving up everything, wife, husband, children, boyfriends, all this nonsense. If we don't give up all this, it's very difficult for Guru, if we don't completely surrender, to give this manjari bhav in our hearts, and especially Rasa Leela, this service like a manjari every day. If we're not chanting Hare Krishna and we're not meditating, in Srimati Radhika, in all her services, and all these services to Srimati Radhika, then we really were not followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because this is actually what he came to give. So, okay, sorry for the extra minutes. I didn't see you, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's okay. It was very nice. It was very nice to hear. It's very nice that you could come after Guru Purnima, after your celebrations, and still come and give us.
Now I still have to go and cook for everybody.
Before.
For tonight's celebration again, second. So
nice. Oh yeah, for festival. No, Ishvara, right? For this festival.
here is 6 in the morning. I'm 6 in the morning here.
Wow. Thank
7
you so
in the
much
morning,
for-
7. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming, and you spoke on so many beautiful topics, like the reasons that Mahaprabhu came, and you also spoke such beautiful glorification of the gopis, how they have no desire for their own pleasure, how their sole desires for the service, for the pleasure of Krishna, and how this is the meaning of praying. So thank you so much for coming and giving us your time.
Hare Krishna.
Tarun, I'm going to keep my video off, but Radhakanti, that was absolutely brilliant. My favorite subject, and you did a fantastic job. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Not an easy subject.
The what? Not an easy. Well, by mercy of Gurudev,
Subject.
everything's easy by Gurudev's
Very
kripa.
beautiful. Wonderful exposition.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, so now I will be handing over to Monita Didi in the Netherlands, who will be closing us out with Kirtan.
Dandavat pranam to all the devotees. Yes. Gaura, 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 Hari. Gaura, 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 Hari. Gaura, 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 Hari. Gaura, 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 Hari. Nave Gaura Param, Nave Pushpescharam, Nave Pavaparam, Nave Nasya Param, Nave Hasyakaram, Nave Himamaram, Pranamami Sakhi